Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 62 of This Week at Shrouded. Thanks for coming. Really appreciate it. Tonight, it is me, AGreener, with our friend Bebo.
Hey, yo.
Mr. Rec took the day off. I know you guys are so used to seeing him because he's in 95% of these, but it's okay. He's not here. He's busy doing Pantheon carries, and I think he's doing Onslaught Legend runs for people, which is... I don't know. I guess it's fun. I haven't done a legend. I never bothered yet. But I gotta knock that out because I gotta get my brave title before final shape drops, right? I think.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. Legend Onslaught is some of the best content I've played recently in Destiny. So I would highly recommend you get two people that know what they're doing. They don't have to carry you, but at least, you know,
I could probably
people
just
that are
solo it, no problem.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What, on your hunter?
Yeah, I probably could. I don't know why you're laughing. Hunter best class. You ever get in danger, you just go invis and run away like a little bitch. That's awesome.
Sounds exactly like my type of gameplay. Yep.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Anyway, we got a great show for you guys today. We're going to talk about the Dev Insights article that went out with Final Shape weapon preview. We're obviously going to talk about this week in Destiny. They dropped some exotic guns, some exotic armor, and some other treats for us to take a look at. We'll go through them step by step, see if we have any impressions on any of the stuff. But essentially, it's this gun gets stronger, this gun gets weaker, happy, go lucky, have a good day type situation. And then we'll talk about how Titan got the best exotic chest piece for the final shape, which is bullshit garbage.
There we go.
I'm just kidding. I don't mind. Ironically, I just saw that on I saw people having that opinion on Twitter. I don't even know what the Hunter one does, so we're gonna learn.
We did not see the Warlock one that came out.
The Warlock one looked terrible from what I remember. Wait, maybe I didn't see it right.
The melee that suspends, turning your melee.
Oh yeah, that's garbage. I mean, I have suspend grenades. Who gives a shit? Like, why would I wear an exotic for that? That's the dumbest shit ever. And then I don't even know what the Hunter one does.
You're saying an exotic that fires rockets from a barrier is amazing? Like,
yeah, that's really cool.
The amount of damage that.
Well, yeah, surely if it does no damage, then it sucks. But it was like one-shotting people in the trailer. I don't know. I have to assume that that's pretty cool. And you guys get one of those things like every 10 seconds, so that's like super extra damage. Whatever. Maybe you should get your stats up. Maybe you should get your strength stat up to 100. You're a terrible Titan.
That's not strength. That's resilience. By the way.
Oh shit. Okay, my bad.
Yeah. And Hunter has the quickest uptime on their class ability.
It used to be way better. Now it sucks.
What do you mean? It's still the best. So
you used to be able to spec into that shit and have a dodge like every 6 seconds, and now like they bumped that up so high that it's like 12 seconds now. It's like the best you can get. Ugh.
They're forcing you into active combat and not hiding away from it. So can't really complain about that.
No, at the same time they did that, they released Void 3.0, which is basically perma-invis, so you can't tell me that's what they were trying to do. Because that's what it is. You could set up Void 3.0 on a Hunter and just perma-invis when it comes to finishing enemies, or the Shadow Drop, or whatever the fuck it's called, or just dodging, or using your Smoke Bomb. Like, there's so many different things, and something's always off cooldown. Especially if you have 6 Coyote on and you got double dodges, like you can be invisible forever. I literally used to on some of the hardest GMs when I was doing them with people that maybe aren't the best.
Call them out. Call them out.
I'm not gonna say their name, but I would literally just invis around like the boss room and revive them like for the whole time until they eventually killed the boss.
I must say, like in any scenario in end game content, having a single Void Hunter that knows how to play Void Hunter and knows how to go invis and plays it well it is the clutchest thing ever. Like,
It's funny.
They might not put out, but you know they'll keep everyone alive and they'll res whoever they have to, and
yeah, that's true.
so.
I haven't really played Void a lot this season. Solar's been so strong that that's what we're mostly running. And when we did like those 18-minute Pantheon runs, we were all running Hunters with Celestial, every single one of us.
Yeah.
And it was awesome.
Yeah, no. Hunters are for sure. I've been playing a lot of Hunter recently, actually, with Onslaught. Yep.
What?
Yep. Yeah, a lot of Orpheus rig. It's just a fun build.
Yeah, Orpheus rig actually.
Pants.
Orpheus rig in Legend is probably really good, especially if, like, I assume you have like a Warlock. Well, that's like getting all the orbs that you're dropping.
Yeah, and if you have two Hunters both running Orpheus, you will always like.
You could do
your super back in. As soon as you shoot it, you got it back.
You could do the old GM strats with Orpheus, Hunter, Welllock, and Ursa Titan.
What is it?
Ursa Titan is well, you know, the one with the the subclass with the shield. You pull out the shield in front of you, and Ursa like. I don't know if it provides more orbs, but it provides you damage it provides you super energy for all the damage that hits you. So basically, when the Titan is done, they have over half, and if somebody's dropped a well and or somebody's shot in a tether, then the orbs will get them back up to 100. So basically, it's almost 100% uptime for the well, 100% uptime for the tether, 100% uptime for the Titan shield. And it's just...
Yeah.
We used to sit in the tunnel of Glassway. So we used to do it with two Titans, two Ursa Titans, and either a Hunter or a Welllock. And they would just go off of each other. They would literally count down, and they'd be getting so much orbs and so much energy from the damage that they would just swap places, and the other two would do damage over the shield.
Yeah, no, in my opinion, two Orpheus Hunters and then a Warlock on well.
Pretty good, yeah.
Everyone just has their super pretty much most of the time, so...
That's fair. I don't think you really need a shield in Legend Onslaught, but...
No.
Anyway, all right. So, first thing, I guess I should show off the YouTube video. I finally got my Game to Give tattoo for raising $10,000 for Game to Give.
Oh yeah, let me see.
It's nothing too crazy, but it's right there.
Oh shit, that's nice. Love it.
Yeah. So yeah, that's done. I like it. It's all right. I was gonna put it on my back, but I ended up putting it on the back of my arm.
Which color hurt more, red or blue?
They hurt the same.
Oh, okay.
They're identical, yeah. So, if you didn't understand what it is, they're two twos in the shape of a heart. A heart is Game to Give's logo. Game to Give, obviously, with the two. So, two twos. And it's working double duty because ever since I was in grade 4, my lucky number has been 2. So.
Ever since you what?
I was in grade 4. My lucky number.
Your lucky number's 2?
Yeah. I won something by guessing the number 2 when I was in grade 4, and ever since then it's been my lucky number. I've never won anything else with it, but I ain't turning it off. It's my lucky number forever.
So, all right. Well, we're not gonna just leave it at that. Not gonna touch that. It's your lucky number.
Should
you won
something
40-something years ago with it. You know.
I'm not that old.
Well,
I was in grade 4 30 years ago. All right. Not 40.
40, 30. You know, it's all. You know, when you round it up, it's pretty much the same thing. So.
All right. Yep, that's not wrong. I totally forgot. You usually start the podcast with the winners of the silver, so let's do that now before everyone leaves. This week's winners are slothgsr and galahadmarksman. Congratulations, you've won 2,300 silver. Reach out to me, AGreener, in Discord. If you're not in our Discord, shroudedgaming.com/Discord. I'm the guy at the very top of the name list. Should be pretty easy to find. If you can't, well, you don't deserve your silver. So, sorry.
Just raise your hand and we'll get you. Yeah, just let us know.
Yeah, exactly. Raise your hand in Discord.
Yep.
Yeah, so congratulations. If you're wondering what that's for, we have loyalty points within our Discord, on our Twitch channel. You can earn for watching our Twitch streams. You can earn for playing Destiny. We've got a lot of things set up within the Discord, so you don't actually have to watch our Twitch if you don't want to. That's what my point is. But you can get them by playing Destiny, and then you can use those loyalty points for all sorts of tons of giveaways. So yeah, make sure to check us out. Maybe you win some silver. We do a monthly draw as well of 6,000 and 2 weekly draws of 2,300. Subject to if we have any money. Which
That's a good subject.
Yeah, this has been pretty decent lately, so we haven't had to turn anything off.
No Devilito. Huh?
Yeah,
Prize.
Devil didn't win. Yeah, he hasn't won for a couple weeks. So I don't know.
I think he's not been playing since everyone got mad. He had like a month where he won everything.
Oh yeah, his name.
Or he just has everything and
his
there's
name.
not really much.
I see it. I see his tickets in there. He's playing. He just didn't win.
Rigged. You know, I have yet to win anything. Like
That's by
a
design.
single thing.
Not
No, I
RNG.
understand that. I just wanted to have it for the record. As of today, I've been in Shrouded, what, like 8-9 months? Yet to win a single thing. Yet to win a single thing.
Do you buy
Hopefully
tickets?
I'll go a year.
Do you buy tickets with your loyalty points?
Well,
Or
I'm
anything?
not talking about like not necessarily like tickets and stuff.
You
I'm
just
talking
mean
about like emblem
on
giveaways
stream.
and
Yeah,
stuff.
okay. Bebo. Devil says Bebo, you won player of the month. What are you talking about? That's not the same thing.
Yeah. Plus, I didn't win player. I won a staff member. So, you know, it's not. I mean, I don't know what. I mean, I don't know what you consider. It's all based on personal preference, right? What you consider more important. Is there a Destiny player and a community player, or just one or the other?
Man, this guy's an admin chat. Yes. You mean of the week? I wasn't listening.
Of the month.
Well, there's no Destiny player or community player of the month. There's a staff member of the month, community engagement, most helpful, SGC member, and rookie. I guess community is similar to the community, but the weekly awards that we have is Destiny 2 Player of the Week and Community Player of the Week, which are based on 2 different metrics, which are points related. The community engagement one for the monthly one has nothing to do with that points metric. It just has to do with nominations of somebody being awesome within a community. So.
You know what I would do? I'm gonna pitch you something.
Go ahead. I'm not going to do it though.
I know, I understand that. Still, it'll make me feel good. Let's say Destiny and community players, right? You like I know the fact that you like it to be a vote because you don't want people who aren't really engaged with the community and stuff are just doing it kind of like for the points. Like I understand that side of it. So let's say you get the top 5 points and community points and whatever. You get them in. Those are the top 5 that everyone can vote for. And then people vote for those top 5, or it doesn't have to be top 5 or top 3. But you know, sometimes I feel like just a popularity contest isn't great, and then I also agree that just points thing isn't great. So, yeah, it's just a little.
Points
it's
is
a
perfect.
little half and half.
I don't know what you're talking
No,
about.
points is fine for weekly. Like I agree.
You
Monthly, I just think it could be like a little mix of half and half. Like you get the nominees from the points. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
No.
Anyways,
Let's move on.
moving on.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's what we started with. The tattoo, the winners. Congratulations. We're going to jump right into the dev insights. I threw together a little list of the points.
Did you know?
Yes. So, but I didn't go down a huge breakdown. So, we're just going to go through them. Give you guys a general...
Which one are we doing? Dev Insight first?
Yeah, Dev Insights, because it's got a bunch of shit that we got to get through. So, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Weapon archetypes is what we're going to start with. There's global changes. The universal base weapon damage increase across all archetypes. To make all weapons more effective in both PvE and PvP activities, and they're also removing some mods that we've been enjoying for quite some time. However, when they said it, they were talking about the fact that they removed Dragonfly Surrounded Rampage earlier on, and then they rolled the functionality of those mods into the actual perks themselves. So boss spec, taken spec, minor spec, major spec, and adept big ones is all being removed. I
What are your thoughts on that?
Well, it depends on what they're... Are they just making... Like, is that replacing just the fact that this increase in the damage across all the archetypes is just making up for all that stuff?
Could be, but I think a large part of it is the fact that what other mods do you use besides those mods? When it comes to any, like, there's other mods.
Yeah, I use other mods for Crucible.
Yeah. Of course, but I just think the fact that they're so... If they were to pull up a chart of the percentage of mods used by players, like in endgame content, I'm sure like the big ones mod, like all these mods, like major, boss spec, all of these will probably be in like 98% in PvE. Like it would be really rare to see someone...
Oh, there's no reason. Like I would not.
There's no reason not to.
I would never use anything other than boss and major, and on occasion taken.
Yeah, exactly. There's just, and then them removing them I kind of like, because it opens up that slot for potentially something that
I hope they... it'd be awesome if they, how they used to have Dragonfly Surrounded Rampage, if they just had like a mod that boosted the power of every single...
Well, there you go with your little...
Every single mod.
Off on it. No.
Well, I think people talk about Destiny because of build crafting. You could actually craft like a really nice something special that not everybody has, like...
And I think this opens that up, because it was essentially a slot that you could use anything you wanted, but you were pretty much tied to... I mean, it was a 7.5%, right, percent increase in damage. Like who isn't gonna take that? It's free, free, just adding it. Like,
I'd like them to replace it with something, or like the reason people didn't use the other stuff too is because none of it's very good. Like,
well.
What am I even going to put on there? Like, if I look at that right now, nothing comes to mind that I would even put on my weapon.
I'd probably do something like quick access sling, like swapping weapons would make it faster.
I guess
when you're doing weapon rotations.
But to me, that's I use that for Crucible, but...
Yeah. But yeah, no, I agree that there's some room for improvement with those...
yeah, they should add some stuff. I don't know what,
yeah,
but...
they should definitely... but yeah, I'm kind of glad that they're taking them out. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, it'll be good. It'll be good. All right, auto rifles. Increased ability and accuracy to make them more reliable in various combat scenarios. Minor damage buff. in PvE to enhance their effectiveness against minor enemies and bosses. I think anything done to auto rifles is fine. I don't think any of them are particularly good. I know that exotic missile one was like super popular, or still might
The
be.
Vostok?
No. The one that's actually
Quicksilver Storm.
Yeah. But
They did nerf it though.
overall, legendary auto rifles are mediocre in PvE at any given time.
Opus Defiant is probably my go-to.
I don't use any auto rifle in PvE for anything.
Well, do you have that Crota one? I have it with incandescent heal clip, and it's probably one of the best primaries in the game, especially if you're doing end game, like for solo stuff.
Primary. See, I just use my Riptide chill clip for everything, and then I use an energy for everything else. So,
well, Opus Defiant's solar, so it is an energy.
Oh, I thought you said it was primary. For some
It's
reason.
it's primary ammo, but it's in that energy slot. Not in
My
the
brain got
kinetic.
confused with kinetic and primary. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Either way, I'm still going to use my adept Sunshot Junior.
Yeah, Zali's. I got one of those recently, and
And mine's gonna get stronger as soon as the final shape drops. I can't wait.
do you have the explosive payload incandescent?
Yeah, Harrowed one. I do.
Yeah.
I got it. I used all my spoils during Pantheon to get one.
Same.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I did. I got it like last week or something. So
So I always had obviously the crafted one, but then I was able to get the Herald one. So I was like, nice. This will be my go-to. I'm still using the crafted one, but it'll be my go-to as soon as the final shape drops.
yeah, as soon as those perks get enhanceable.
Yeah, exactly. I can't wait. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just not a fan of auto rifles. I haven't really used an auto rifle in the game since Season of the Splicer, when we were all running around with Chroma Rush or whatever the fuck that gun is called. Yeah.
No, that's what I will say. Hand cannons are just, they just feel so good, and they absolutely destroy anything in front of it. So, the only thing I would actually pick over my Abyss Defiant is Zuli's Bane, so Zali's or whatever the fuck, however you say it.
Or a sun. Like, I've used Sunshot if I'm not using another exotic too. Like, I prefer Sunshot over Zoali's, but obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I need an exotic in another slot, then Zoali's is the second thing I go to. There was a long time where hand cannons sucked, actually, in PvE. And I didn't use them at all, but they've come back, and that makes me happy, because they're really nice.
Yeah.
I think Incandescent brought them back, to be honest. Maybe there's other stuff, damage buffs and whatnot, but the fact that they're actually able to kill groups of enemies now really makes them viable.
Yeah.
Because I don't run around with a hand cannon that doesn't have incandescent. Like,
Yeah, do you have a Luna's Howl incandescent? You got one of those?
no.
Oh, you haven't done a lot of. I would go for a incandescent heal clip, because I think
You like healing? I got a healing grenade for that. I'm good.
like it just provides you a free cure ×2, and like when you're in like harder content, or you're trying to stay alive, and you're getting cured ×2 for free. Why not?
Because
If
I don't
not,
have
just keep
explosive
it.
payload. That's why.
Well,
I'd rather stagger an enemy than heal.
you're a gunner.
Yes.
I like to try and stay alive, because I will definitely die some stupid way, so I have to do everything I can.
I get it. I understand. That probably sounds good, and it's probably good. Heal clip heals around you too, right? So it's good for team play.
Yeah, it gives cure ×1 to your teammates. So that's 50 HP.
All right. Okay. Anyway, yeah. Let's keep moving on. If we spend too much time on each one, we're gonna be here all night, and that's not something I want. So pulse rifles increased damage in PvE to improve their viability in higher level activities. That's great, because they don't have any viability in high level content. Adjusted effectiveness in PvP, including changes to damage fall off and recoil patterns. So I don't know how much of a buff they need in PvP. Lots of people are using pulse rifles, but I mean, I guess we'll see what that looks like.
Yeah, pulse rifles are about to be meta in everything, I guess.
I mean, 20%, like 20% damage doesn't necessarily mean pulse rifles are just going to go in PvE are going to skyrocket. I remember when the exotic pulse rifle from the space mission. I can't think of the name of it.
Oh, Revision 0? Yeah, but that's doo-doo.
I know, but it got a 75% buff at one point. And everyone was like, oh, it's going to be amazing now. And then it was still sucked. So I'm just not hopping on boards like, oh, is this 20% going to fix everything? I'm going to wait and see.
Yeah, but last time they did like a huge buff like that was to auto rifles, and I think they gave it somewhere between a 15 and 20% buff, and then auto rifles just immediately became the go-to in PvE. So I would still keep a couple of PvE
I got a bunch
rifles
of
lying around.
Yeah. My shit's full right to the brim. It always is. Especially as now, because I bought like 200 pieces of armor recently with all my engrams, and I've yet to go through them to see which ones are good, which ones aren't. That'll be fun. Okay, so next is scout rifles increase damage against minor enemies in PvE, making them more competitive with other primaries. Reduce flinch in PvP to enhance their use in long-range engagements. I mean, that seems okay. I don't know how annoying it's going to be that you can't flinch people. Well, you still can, but it's reduced. I think scout rifles have a place in PvE still, so I will welcome the damage. So sometimes you just want to sit back and pick people off from really fucking far away, and scout rifle's the best way to do that. So.
Yeah, they know that. They know that. That's why they're so slow to buff them, because
and it's only getting a minor enemy buff, so no champions or yellow bars or anything like that. Orange bars.
Yeah, imagine sitting back with your hung jury version 47, just sitting in the back.
I never got one of the new ones. I back in the day, I've still got a night watch that I use anyway. That thing's a beast.
The night watch?
Yeah. It was the original explosive payload. What was the other perk on that thing? Fuck, I forget. That everybody wanted. Rapid hit, maybe?
There's a couple really good rolls for this hung jury. I might hold on to like one or two of them just in case,
Hold on, night watch. Alright, that's not what it's called. Never mind. Alright, maybe it is. Yeah, it is. Okay. Oh, no, I deleted mine. Never mind. Fuck! Yeah, it might have been... It might have been explosive night watch. Where the fuck is
this
it?
one can roll with like kinetic tremors and either firefly, explosive, payload, precision instrument. There's a couple of
couple of good ones. Yeah, okay. I guess it wasn't as good as I want, because if it's gone, that means Rec made me delete it when we did the charity vault cleaning. Rip. Alright, well, I'll take it anyway. So get some hung juries, guys. They're an onslaught. We'll have some fun. Next are hand cannons. They're increasing their range for certain archetypes to make them more effective at mid-range. Adjust the damage fall off to balance their power across different engagement distances. So I'll take range buff. Yeah, sure. I mean, that'll help. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Sometimes that is a bit of a pain. You can't really...
The range fall off. Well, that's where explosive payload is so good on Zali's.
True.
Because that half just doesn't get a range fall off. So.
They also get a small buff to minors, 5%. But pretty much one-shot any minor on any difficulty if you precision shot them with a hand cannon anyway. So unless it's a 180, but if you're running around with a 180, you're an idiot. So sorry. 180s suck. They're terrible.
What's an example of a 180? Just
I don't even fucking know. It's spare
Oh,
Russian,
like
it's a 180?
Word of Crota, is that a 180?
Probably. Wait. Let's find out. I don't remember. Yeah, it's a 180.
Yeah, those shoot like absolute dog water.
Let's see what else. No. Hand cannons. Oh my god. This thing hates me. I just wanted to check a couple of the ones I had in my inventory. Most of them are probably 140s though. Yeah, 140, 140. Like I've got an Austringer is a 140. The Fatebringer is a 140. The only 180 that is any good is Malfeasance. You know, I don't know. AS Luna. I don't even know how to pronounce it. It's a 140. 140 for kept confidence. Yeah, all this shit's 140. Midnight Q's a 140. The only 120 I have still, I can't get rid of it. My steady hand from when I used to PvP with it. Oh my god, I love that thing. But 120s suck now, aren't good anymore. Yeah, everything else I have, almost everything is a 140 or a 120. Like none of them are 180s. Oh, Trust is a 180, I guess. Huh, probably sucks though. Trust isn't any good. Hasn't been for a while. Wait, Ignis is a 120? I thought it was a 140. Shit. No wonder no one uses that anymore. What is this? I didn't know Sunshot was a 150. Huh.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, you get an extra little 10 shot. That's crazy. Okay, cool. Alright, let's move on. Submachine guns, another minor damage buff in PvE, increase the effectiveness against groups of enemies, increased stability for precision frames to make more accurate and sustained fire. Whatever. I've never really had an issue with stability being on mouse and keyboard, but they have slowly like made stability worse and worse and worse on computers for a while to make it, you know, equal to how shitty it was on controllers. It's still not as bad, but I mean, some submachine guns have some wild stability now. So
it becomes a problem at longer ranges.
Of course,
you really feel it when it just doesn't stick. You just kind of like. So that's when I usually yeah.
That's
like, well, I hope these bullets hit something.
Yeah, but I also don't use submachine guns at long range because I'm not a degenerate.
I mean, you know, sometimes that's what you got. You got to deal with what you got.
I see. I gotcha. All right, sidearms next. Increase range and handling to improve usability close to mid-range combat. Adjusted aim assist to provide a more balanced experience in both PvE and PvP. I wrote that down, but I didn't write down how they adjusted it. Backwards or forwards?
What was that you just said? Sorry, I wasn't listening.
Sidearms. I don't use sidearms, so I don't really care. They increase the range, handling, and aim assistance.
Yeah, they're just trying to get people to use them more. They don't want to buff the damage, because if they buff damage, it'll essentially like take out hand cannons out of the picture. So
that shit sucks. Shotguns are next. Buffed pellet speed, make them more consistent in close range engagements. And increase damage in PvE activities to make them more effective against powerful enemies. I mean,
you know what they have to do with shotguns? Just increase the range. Just to, I know that's where the fusion rifles shine, where like it's too far for a shotgun to hit. But shotguns just, unless you're like right there next to someone on PvE or something, whatever it is you shoot, they just don't feel good. They just don't feel great.
Conditional finality feels great.
On PvP. That doesn't feel great when you're on the other side of it. I'll tell you that.
It's good in PvE.
I'll tell you that
too.
for free.
I was using that. I was using that thing for the ogres and the yellow bearers in Pantheon Caretaker, And mwah.
Yeah, but that's also an exotic.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. But we were using grenade launch edge transit for damage, so we were good.
Yeah, you have a free exotic slot, but if you don't have a free exotic slot, you still want to use the shoddy.
The Heritage is still really good. I don't know, Heritage with recombination, that first shot does like 90k damage.
That's the point slug, though. You know, those have a little more range. I'm talking about like a pellet.
Oh yeah, I suppose. I don't know, but don't use pellet shotguns then. Use Heritage.
Well, point slugs don't have 1-2 punch on them, so you know.
Are you an Arc Hunter and I didn't know about it?
No, I'm not a Titan main at all. Don't. No, I'm not. You know.
Still,
Talking about grapple melees at all.
The last time, yeah, I guess, okay, yeah, grapple melee, shotgun, 1-2 punch, yeah, that makes sense. The last time I was thinking about 1-2 punch and like combination blow, like doing like fucking absurd amounts of damage.
Yeah, the Arc Hunter build.
Yeah,
Was it with Liars?
That shit was crazy. Anyway. Oh, Liars. I used to do it a lot for survivability. I used to do it with a cowl.
I think Assassin's Cowl is much better than, and it could be used for any subclass, as opposed to Liars, which I think is tied to Arc specifically. So I just don't see why you would run Liars over Assassin's Cowl.
Well, if you're not concerned about dying, it will output more damage. But if you're running high level activities like while doing the running around punching people, then you have to get that little heal and that invis, right? Every time you execute something, so it's perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I used to run around with it all the time. It was great. 1-2 punch, combination blow, and fucking Assassin's Cowl. Bam bam. I remember I played with that a lot during Season of the Seraph. I don't know why I remember it specifically, but I used to just like, I don't know, just fuck on everything with that shit. It was so strong.
I started playing, so I wouldn't know.
I remember doing it on day one contest mode, King's Fall, and like we were on War Priest, and we were just standing like in the zone with like where all the ads come out, and you just sit there and punch people to death. Like, and there was nothing on contest mode, nothing could hurt you. You were just punching them, they were dying one shot, you'd get a heal and you'd go invis. Dodge, punch, heal, invis. Over and over and over again. It was free. It was free as fuck. And then
Sounds great. If only Titans had a build like that or something. Oh.
You guys have fucking Banner of War, you just stand in the middle of shit and never die. It's ridiculous.
Banner of War's pretty mid, so I don't know what you're...
I'll find sunspots with fucking hammer. Like, Jesus Christ, you'd never die. You remember that shit during fucking Season of the Haunted? Like, oh my god. You couldn't die if you were in a sunspot. Literally. Throw your hammer, I swear to shit, you could have minus 20 fucking 18, 7, 94, 800 million tormentors if they existed. Just coming down and bashing on your head. And you would never die. You would never die. You couldn't die. It was impossible.
Sounds hot.
It was free restoration ×2. That just stayed on forever, and it was so strong back then, because there was buffs on the seasonal thing. Oh my god, it was crazy.
So what else do we have from Dev Insight? What do we got here?
A bunch of stuff. Fusion rifles. They're getting a buff. Increased damage PV to enhance the ability to deal with stronger foes. Adjusted charge time to balance their power and usability. Let's go. I love fusion, so they're boosting that up. Bring it on. Let's go, baby. Bring on the power creep. Woo!
Yeah, big fan of fusions.
I mean, like I said, I was saying earlier, I use my chill clip Riptide for fucking everything, man. And if I'm running like a void hunter like that feeds off void kills, I'll run around with the old school fucking what's that old fusion that was like a seasonal weapon? Why can't I think of the name of it?
I think I got it. Is it Null Composure?
Yeah, Null Composure. Wait, is that it? Yeah, that sounds right.
I got that from the Weapons of Light.
Oh, it's in my inventory. Like, yeah. Yeah, I've used that gun so many I mean, I feel like I use it a lot. Somebody would look at my enemies defeated and be like, those are weak. But it's 8,000. But I love that gun. I know it's not as strong as like some of the fusions out there now, but I'll still use that if I need a void weapon on a void build. Love it. It's so good. Anyway,
do you have a scatter signal, the strand fusion from the season?
Yeah, I do.
Do you have it craftable? Like, do you have? Yeah. Just
it's good. You like it?
Just making sure. I like it.
All right, sniper rifles increase precision damage in PvE to make them more viable against bosses and high-value targets. Oh, exciting! I'd love for there to be some bosses where you use sniper rifles. Oh wait, does that include Whisper? Because that shit's... Let's go, baby. Maybe not. It might just be legendaries. Usually all these buffs don't always include all
Exception
the exotics.
Izanagi's honed edge shots and Cloud Strike Storm.
It doesn't actually
So
say
it seems
Whisper.
like Whisper's getting it. Yeah.
Whisper's already strong, man. We won phase fucking Oryx with Whisper on -10 Delta the other day. It's like
Yeah. Solar Surge, but still, it's still
it was Solar Surge and
in-
then precision damage.
in regular Oryx, you could one phase them. Like in a regular raid, you easily one phase.
Oh shit, yeah, there'd be no way you couldn't, right?
Yeah. Everyone's rocking that with Whisper.
Yeah, so strong.
It's just, yeah.
That's good. I remember back in the day, though, Whisper was like go-to for everything, but you had to aim because there was no divinity.
Well,
The reason it was
hit your
go-to,
shots.
the reason it was go-to back then, it was a similar exotic, but if you hit your 3 precision shots, it would just reload from thin air, so you'd never run out of ammo. That's why it was so strong.
Yeah, now you get
It reloads from your reserves, but you get a bonus 1. But you used to get, it would just reload over 3 bullets, boom, 3 bullets, boom, 3 bullets. It would never, and your reserves would never go anywhere.
kind of like Deconstruct, maybe. Just out of thin air. But they're fixing that, by the way. Just a little.
Cool. All right, grenade launchers are getting increased blast radius to make them more effective against groups of enemies, reduce ammo capacity to balance their increased power. Boo.
Those are wave frames, I believe, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I did just write grenade launchers. I hope they're wave frames. That's awesome, then. All right, cool. Rocket launchers increase damage against bosses to enhance their role in endgame content. All right, I'll take it. Reduce ammo reserves to ensure balanced usage across activities. Damn it. All right, it makes sense, but damn it. Machine guns increase damage in PvE to make them more competitive with other heavy weapons. Reduce recoil to improve their accuracy and sustain fire. Look, if I get a bunch of people wanting to do damage with Thunderlords, I'm going to punch them in their wiener. Unless it's Rolk on Arc Surge Week on Pantheon.
I would still pick Grand Overture, I guess.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, it's probably better. I guess we'll see when this damage comes, but it's only 7%. Like, it's not... They're not, like...
On Rogue specifically, I'm kind of a weirdo. I like using swords. So I would go Bequest Surrounded on Rogue. I've always just...
That's why you don't carry people to Pantheon.
Yeah. But although I will say, not to brag, every time I do a Rogue with a fire team that tells me to run rockets or some stupid shit, I'm like, no, I'm rocking my Lament, and you can go fuck yourself. I'm always top damage. So, but now that Lament's getting fucking also nerfed, so...
That's because you don't have to worry about ever, like, doing anything other than swinging your sword.
I'm a Titan main. The easier you make things for me, you know, if I just have to swing my sword, my fucking...
But everyone else has to worry about getting kicked in the face off the side of the map.
So apparently when I'm the only one using a sword, it helps him stay still for the other people, is what I've heard.
You still do better? I don't believe it. Who are you playing with? They're terrible. No, I'm just kidding.
Probably a bunch of scrubs, maybe.
No, I have no idea how much Lament we do there, but I can't see it like beating actual.
I'm gonna try out the
weapons.
quest Surrounded, and I'll get back to you.
Jesus
And I'll
Christ.
tell you how everyone's gonna be like Thunderlord, Grand Overture, and I'm like, yeah. Yeah, I'll put on Grand Overture. Yeah, sure.
Oh, how does that work for?
For a roll?
No, the blast. Like, surely you get hit by the blast every fucking time if you're that close to him, hitting him with sword.
Well, you would stop every once in a while and make sure to get in the spots where he's not shooting it at.
Oh, that thing overlaps so crazy though. You'd have to be a few steps away.
Yeah,
from
you'd
him.
have to step back. You'd have to obviously like
Oh.
not do damage
I
like
thought
a
you said they
madman.
easier. That
It is easier,
That sounds
but
way too difficult. I can't
if
move
you're
back and forth.
if I'm being honest, I've never taken a step back. I just take the darkness and I take the blast to the face.
Well, that's not good for final stand. If
But no, by the end of final stand, I can't even see what the hell I'm hitting. My screen's completely black. I'll tell you that.
okay.
Always.
All right. Trace rifles. They're getting a little damage buff. A nice little 20%er for PvE and PvP. Wait, for both? No. Okay, trace rifles. 20% for orange bars. I don't know what it is for PvP.
Yeah, just majors.
Yeah.
Just orange bars.
Yeah, my bad. And a reduced beam width to balance their increased power. Whatever. I don't care.
Yeah.
Glaives increase melee damage to enhance their effectiveness close range combat. Okay. That's cool. Reduced energy drain on shield activation to improve their defense. Okay. I wonder if there's going to be anything we're actually going to need a glaive shield for, though. Alright, that brings us to the exotic changes. We're going to start going
Do you
through
want me
these.
to give you the TLDR on the exotics pretty much?
I got a
Or do
pretty...
you want to still go through it?
I mean, you can, if you want.
I was just trying to see. I'm not in a hurry. I don't know if you are. So I don't know what.
Well, I'm not in a
I was
hurry,
just-
but I want it over by 10, and it's 9:23, so...
It's 8:23. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm in a real time zone. Sorry.
I'm in a time zone.
You're in an Eastern time zone.
Uh,
I'm in what they call the true time zone.
So the most important thing is that they finally fixed Rat King. Is what?
Increased invisibility duration to enhance its utility and stealth gameplay. Enhanced damage while invisible to reward skillful play. Okay.
Yeah. Symmetry's getting a nice little buff in. What is it? Handling reload speed. Galahorn, they're fixing the Wolfpack rounds to display the damage type of your rocket. So if it's void, you should see purple little Wolfpack rounds. Just
Who gives a
but
shit?
yeah, no. Osteo's getting nerfed again, unfortunately.
Oh, I heard about that one a while back, actually.
Yeah, it's getting a 4-second cooldown on the poison burst. Necrochasm's getting buffed. They're really pushing Necrochasm down our throats, man. It's really. And then Lament is reduced healing effect by 20%, and then they're just nerfing the chain attacks. The high end of the chained heavy attack by 20% from that point. I don't know what that means. That's a sentence that I read. How it affects the overall damage of Lament, which Lament itself, in when you compare it to any other sword, especially with Bequest Surrounded, in a DPS phase, Bequest was already out damaging it. Lament was only good for like burst damage for like Atrax, so I don't really see why they're nerfing it so much.
Yeah, that is confusing. This means combos at lower stacks are less affected by the... Okay, so we're going to have to... I see. You don't have enough time to do like 3 strikes and heavy for Atrax, so you're going to actually have to go to 2 different bosses.
Yeah.
Instead of just nuking the first one. Whatever. That's fine.
There's another... I'm a big fan of Bastion. I know a lot of people aren't, but it is getting a dealing damage with melee increases your charge rate, damage, and reload speed for a short duration, and then landing a majority of pellets. It's a burst increase melee damage, so that's a nice little.
Okay, we gotta talk about the biggest one here, though.
Deterministic chaos.
No, divinity's a nerf to PvP.
Yeah. Divinity is pretty much just getting, what is it, 75% so the cage, to form the actual cage, is going to take longer and more ammo. Right, 75% more time or ammo.
Yeah, increase the number of shots required to generate the cage by 75%. So basically,
they did, yeah.
It's almost
They did
double.
say that the feathering, yeah, that is almost double. They did say that the feathering effect of like you know how you would tap it to kind of like keep the cage, but not. They did say they're not messing with that. But again, messing around with that and then having to lose the cage to then having to reapply it, you know, in the case that you feather wrong, and too much in between like things, and you lose the cage, and then you have to, all right guys, give me a sec, let me get the cage back up, you know, it's just gonna suck for ammo economy. So
yeah,
yeah, Cerebrus, you know, who knows what that is? I don't know what that is.
It's an auto rifle.
Is it though? Is it an auto rifle?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Rest is.
Now you're making me double check. Hold on. Oh wait, I don't have one in my inventory. Fuck. Must be in my collections.
If you did, I would be worried.
Why?
Oh, it is an auto rifle. It's a shotgun auto rifle.
A shotgun?
Hybrid. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a shotgun auto rifle hybrid.
All right. Cool. What's it getting a buff?
I have no idea. Does it matter though? Like really? So, focus fire will now activate on special reloads following a kill and no
Auto
longer.
S is unlimited, always available. We've changed it to only being for following a kill. Okay, focus fire now activates special reloads following a kill and will no longer reduce range. Okay, cool.
Oh, Ariana's vow.
Yeah. Go.
Oh, it's if you breaking a match shield or piercing a champion's barrier will cause the target to ignite. So that would have been really good for this season. Not gonna lie.
Yep. No, they're trying to bring that back in because that was like the go-to anti-barrier for a little while, but Arbalest is just so good at it.
Arbalest, Wishender. No, RB for like, especially for like Ghost of the Deep. It's just.
Does Wishender have
intrinsic anti-barrier? Yeah.
Yeah, I knew that. I still like Arbalest. Sorry. Even though I've been using Wishender for Cataclysm or whatever the fuck that place is called. Planets.
Wishender's good if you need a primary, but if you need to pop like a boss shield or something, Arbalest is definitely the way to go. So.
For sure. Okay, we had Touch of Malice, Touch of Malice, increased self damage, high risk, high reward gameplay, enhanced orb generation, cool, Necrochasm, Dead Man's Tale, increased hipfire accuracy. You guys took that away
why?
Because it was such a problem. Oh no! Reduce ADS penalty to improve overall usability. Oh man, Iron Banner, no. You should have the Dead Man's Tale, Iron Banner, like, fiasco. When the bullets, they were just magnetized, man. Like, magnetized. Hip fire, Dead Man's Tale. Everybody just running around, pew, 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 shooting from the hip. It was just a disaster. Oh, my God. Iron Banner. Dead Man Tail Banner. Or Iron Tail. I don't fucking know what you want to call it. But it was crazy. It was a whole week of it. That shit was crazy. I remember that. But I got a lot of shit done that week because I was just fucking ripping into people with that gun. It was so much fun. But it was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. Anyway, obviously they didn't turn it up that much, but still. That's what they nerfed. They nerfed that back in the day because of that 1 week in Iron Banner. Trinity Ghoul, let's see here. Increase chain lightning damage to enhance its crowd control. Let's go, baby. Reduce draw time to make it more... Oh, let's go, baby. Alright, that's 2 good things. Let's go. Leviathan's Breath. Oh, making it more effective against bosses. Okay, I'll take it. Reduce draw time. Okay, I'll take it. Borealis. No one cares, man. Increase damage with matching elemental shields to enhance its versatility. Adjusted handling to make it more responsive. Yeah, okay. Hard light. Reduce recoil to improve its accuracy. Adjusted damage fall off. Balance across the different engagement ranges. Okay. Wither Horde. Increase blight damage over time to make it more powerful. I'll take it.
Were you reading this?
What? What do you mean, where am I reading this? It was all in the thing. Horde? Yeah. Just do Control F and type in Wither Horde.
Did you use it? Did you take in both?
I read it somewhere. Maybe it wasn't on here. Where is it?
Because you said Leviathans, and I was like, I don't remember seeing anything about Leviathan.
Well, shit. Where did I find that stuff?
Is this your wish list? That we're.
I wrote that down for a reason. Surely it's here somewhere. Hold on.
Don't call me Shirley.
Yeah, if I type Wither Horde, it's not even on there. What is going on? Did I just make shit up and write it down? It's possible.
Man, that would be amazing. Keep reading. What else did you make up?
That was the last thing I had on there. Was Wither Horde.
What were the last couple of things?
Borealis, Hard Light, Wither Horde. Are any of those on there?
Well, Hard Light. So now I think it's Hard Light. What other weapon? Dead Messenger? Can you switch around the damage types? You can switch it to like Soldier, Arc. So now whenever you die, it won't reset to Void.
Hold on. I gotta look at a bunch of shit. Okay, Dead Man's Tale's on here. Okay. I'm questioning myself all of a sudden. There's Queenbreaker. I didn't even say anything about Queenbreaker. Where did I get this? It came from somewhere, Chad.
Queenbreaker's in here.
Yeah, I know. That is. It's just where did I get Leviathans and...
And Wither Horde. Those were on your wish list, I think.
One second, chat. No, I can't find any reason that I brought that up. It's not on here anywhere. Okay, scratch what I said about Wither Horde and
Leviathan's
Breath, I guess. That's weird.
What did you say about them? What was it?
Hold on.
Reduce draw time for Leviathans?
Yeah, and increase damage against bosses. I wonder if it's just
okay.
And Wither Horde was... Hold on. I gotta go back up. Increase blight damage over time to make it more powerful in both PvE and PvP. Reduced ammo reserves to balance it. Increase power. I got that shit from somewhere. I didn't make it up. Where is that? You don't just make shit up like that.
Yeah, it's a pretty specific like sentence that sounds very Bungie-esque. So maybe you got it from a different article or I don't know, dev insight. I don't know.
This is the only thing that I have open. Like,
was that document? Did you create it new? Did you write over something? Did you?
yeah, maybe I wrote over something. I don't know.
It's probably something that was left over.
That's funny. Holy fuck. All right, let's keep going. See if any of this stuff is real. Weapon perk changes. We're gonna get into weapon perk changes, and that's really it for the dev insights. Then we'll get into this week in Destiny because there's enough stuff in there to talk about too. Somebody pinged me though. I don't know. Okay. All right. It's just my son. He wanted Rainbow Six Battle Pass. Ugh.
Did it just come out?
I have no idea. Wait, did he come out? Or did it come out?
Oh, no.
I thought you said the fact that he
Battle Pass.
I almost thought you said, did he come out? Like, to the point of, if you want a Siege Battle Pass, you have to be gay.
If
Like,
you
that's
have to
what
come
popped.
out.
That's what popped into my head.
No, that would have been way too ahead of my intellectual.
I don't know if it just came out. I assume it just came out. That's why he's asking for it. But
At least he didn't ask for something about Tarkov. Yeah.
and he doesn't play Tarkov. That game would be too hard for him.
Game's too hard for me.
It's because you're a bitch.
I
All right.
don't even know how to download. Hey, I told you that in secret.
You don't know how to download Tarkov? They have their own DRM. You just gotta go download it. But don't buy Tarkov anyway. What's your
Why not?
secret?
I hear they're going up. I hear they're
No,
stock
they're
is,
terrible.
didn't they just do
Okay.
a really good quality of life change? Or?
Yes, but there's big controversy about that. We'll talk about it after we're done the Destiny portion. I'll give you some insight on it if you remind me. All right. So weapon perk changes. Alacrity. I don't know how to pronounce it. Alacrity.
Alacrity?
Yeah, I got
You're
it.
asking me.
Enhanced reload speed and handling. Archer's Gambit. Increased damage on fully drawn arrows. Grave Robber. Melee kills. Auto reload. More ammo. Chain reaction. Increased explosion radius. Eddy current. Faster ability regeneration with arc kills. Osmosis. Adjusted damage type conversion. Permeability. Enhanced armor penetration. Vorpal weapon. Increased boss damage. I didn't write how much, but I'm curious how much. Where is this? Vorpal. Oh my god.
Did you say Vorpal?
Yeah. It's not there either. What the fuck?
You just
Can
made
you
that
just
shit up.
I didn't make it up. I think I wrote
you-
I think I wrote over an old I must have wrote it over an old thing. Alright,
Yeah.
never mind. Did I make all that stuff up though?
No, Eddy current.
Yeah, that's good.
Alright.
Underdog. I'm just gonna read it right from the thing from now on.
Yeah.
I'm deleting this document that I'm reading from.
Giving
Man,
people
what a
false
bad podcast.
information, brother.
What a bad cost. Underdog. Instances of Underdog have been replaced with Pulse Monitor because they've completely just said fuck that thing. Osmosis and permeability. They're no longer drop off when pulling out a ghost or similar actions. Now they also partially refill the weapon's magazine on activation. Chill clip.
Also, very
Sorry.
important about just a little point. So osmosis will now take the damage type of your grenade, and permeability will take the damage type of your super. Remember that? Fucking God, I
Difference.
forgot the name of the new subclass.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know. Prismatic.
Prismatic. Now with prismatic, that you're going to be able to change all that stuff. So that's important.
All right, so the previous chill clip changed hurt slow rate of fire weapon disproportionately, left rapid fire fusions as the clear best option. So they're adjusting the number of slow stacks applied based on the property of the weapons. In rapid fire fusions like Riptide will still require 3 shots to freeze. Slower fire fusions will require 2. All other archetypes have been unnerfed and only require 2 shots to freeze. Cool. High ground. Reworked to provide a stacking damage bonus when getting kills in any context, like Rampage, or instantly granting the maximum amount of stacks when damage and enemies from high ground. Okay? Nice. That should just be called Obi-Wan Kenobi. Like, I don't get it. Anyway, PvE max bonus 25%. And PvP 15%. Killing Tally. The perk of the original 21% Delirium. You guys want to know a funny story? 21% Delirium is the only sunset gun that I didn't delete. It was in my inventory, which is ironic because you can get out of collections. But it's just sitting there.
Well, you do know how to prioritize, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Anyway, it has been updated to match the version found on random world weapons. Love it. Perks that currently match your subclass. Oh yeah, this is what you're talking about earlier. Osmosis Tessellation now match the damage type of your equipped grenade. Permeability and elemental capacitor now match your equipped super. It changed based on the prismatic. Blah blah blah. You get it. And the last one, Deconstruct, will now refills from reserves instead of from thin air, and should trigger more reliably across weapon types. Boom. Sorry about the misinformation. I'm gonna close that now. I don't know what happened. I must have wrote over something old, but
yeah, it was very specific word usage. I don't think you would have come up with that. There had to be something there.
maybe.
This is all just weapon enhancement stuff.
There's a bunch of stuff. Yeah, like
There's a bunch of stuff.
I wanted
If
to
you want
talk.
to do this later, or do you want to talk about this now?
What's later?
I don't know.
I can quickly.
I'm
go
just-
through this stuff though.
Okay, let's get it. Let's get it. Run through it.
Let's get it.
Let's get it.
Okay, so this week in Destiny, they dropped some stuff. But if you're paying attention to Twitter, it's all on there. So they dropped a couple new exotic weapons that are going to be coming through with the final shape. The first one being a heavy trace, which I saw stuff on Twitter regarding it because it said the exotic perk when you're watching the video is it does more damage than enemy shields, and everyone was like, "What?" Everyone was like, "What?
Cool.
What? Cool. Surely, two things. Surely there's probably something else. It's not going to be the only thing it does. And secondly, like, is anybody not excited, like, for a heavy trace rifle? That's awesome.
I must say, what?
A
Heavy trace rifle?
Do you use a lot of heavy trace rifles?
There are no heavy trace rifles.
What's wrong with a new weapon archetype? Like, that's what...
That if it's garbage, then it sets a bad precedent for
Well, we're not going to know if it's garbage until it gets in our hands, but, like...
I'm curious to see what they mean by does increased damage to shielded. What happens once their shield's gone? Does it still do the same amount of increased damage, or does it just go down to regular trace rifle?
Well, of course not regular trace rifle. It's a fucking heavy. It's going to already do way more damage than a regular trace rifle. Oh my god. You have no faith in Bungie.
I don't know about that one.
You have no faith in Bungie.
I
Do wave frame or grenade launchers do the same amount of damage as a heavy GL? No, they don't. They're like, they know what they're not an idiot.
Well, you know, you say that, but you know.
Anyway, and then they're also brought back Kvostov, but it is a shell of its original form. So back
in didn't have before.
Destiny 1, you used to be able to change its archetype completely. You wanted an auto rifle, you could. You wanted a scout rifle, you could. You wanted a pulse rifle, you could. You could switch it all out and do any one of those, archetypes with its exotic bonus. This one just has a really incredible, strong ricochet round. I think it was every 7th bullet, something like that.
Yeah, must say, was not impressed with that. I'll tell you that. But I'm also not impressed with the change to a pulse, change to a scout, change to a...
Why?
What's the point of
It's
that?
fun.
Fun?
Yes.
You play this game for fun?
Yes, I play this game for fun quite often.
How dare you? How dare
Anyway,
you?
I think anything that's new to the game is awesome, and we haven't obviously had a Kvalstov since D1 that could do that.
What are you talking about? I had one at the end of the Lightfall campaign.
Yeah, did you
My
shoot it?
character had one. Well, I had one. That's all that matters.
No, look at that tattoo. Sick. Sorry. So bright. Anyway, all right, so you got those. All right, we talked about these exotic chess pieces a little bit earlier, but we had the Warlock turns your melees into strand abilities. Boring. Just mess with you. Then we had the Titan one, which is Class ability, shoots rockets. And somebody said something about what the Hunter one did, but I forgot.
It shoots like you know the Scorn captains that shoot like the arc bombs that are really annoying as shit. You know Heist Battleground Moon?
Yeah.
They shoot like these huge projectile arc bomb projectiles, like grenades. That's pretty much what the Hunter one does.
Here.
Shoots that.
I can just watch it, and everyone else can too. Yeah, give me a second. Why isn't this loud? Whatever. I should probably actually watch it.
Definitely don't know if that's worth an exotic armor slot.
Wait, you guys can hear it. I just can't. Okay. I was so distracted by the fact that I could hear the audio over Bebo's microphone. Wait, why can I hear it? You have a headset on. I can't hear the audio when it was playing, but as soon as you opened it up, I assume you opened it up, the stream.
Not on this computer.
Okay, then I started hearing it over the mic. Yeah, okay, he's just trolling me. Fuck this guy. He's trolling me, chat. He's trolling me. Alright, whatever.
I think you're trolling yourself.
I still didn't understand what it did because I was so unfocused on it. I was focused on all that other stuff. What's it do?
It shoots arc projectiles.
Okay, so it's shit. Got it.
You know.
Alright. Next! Fuck. Alright, we're gonna get a bunch of enhancement stuff with the final shape. Man, this is a disaster of a audio cast. I apologize. We're not going to get into like everything specific, but they gave us a huge fucking list. So they're giving us Vow, weapons, Guardian game weapons, King's Fall, Adepts. They're called Harrowed. Fucking Bungie. Idiots. Alright. Gambit, weapons, competitive Crucible. All of them. They just wrote all of them. Trials of Osiris, that's big. Honestly, that's huge. That's what she said. Crucible, Iron Banner, Vanguard Ops, Nightfalls, Prophecy Dungeon. Basically, alright, so everything we've always been asking for, the fact that we can enhance random perks, which is way better than crafting weapons. They're basically giving to us, so... Let's fucking go. Let's get it. I'm stoked. The weapon chase with Onslaught has been real, and it's really brought back like a lot of shit that people love about Destiny. So I think that's great, and then people are gonna start grinding all this shit again because they're just like, oh shit, I can get Adept, enhance, let's fucking go. You know, people are gonna be in there. Yeah. People are gonna want their Adept fucking cataclysmic bait and switch linear fusion rifle. Let's go.
Briars is better, so I don't even know why you would want that.
Better than how?
Just better.
Because it's craftable.
So is cataclysmic.
That's true. Actually, you're right. But not the Adept version. I don't know.
Well, if they're both Adept.
Yeah, I get it.
Briars is still
I don't
better.
know. You haven't told me how Briars is better. It just does more damage. Is that what you're telling me?
I just like Briars more because it has Surrounded on it. and I use it.
I
with
wouldn't use surrounded anyway. I'd use bait and switch like a normal human.
Yeah, and I'd outdamage you.
Not against caretaker. Not against well, yeah, Oryx, yeah. You do against
Oryx, yeah.
Yeah. But not against War Priest, no. Here, I could name a lot of DPS checks that don't have ads in them, so.
Yeah, but in most of those DPS, the thing about Briars is that in the scenarios where you would use a linear fusion, surrounded, like let's say your Ute, right? Using surrounded in your Ute will definitely outdamage a cataclysmic bait and switch. Ghost of the Deep is one place where I would use linears as well. Surrounded is always going to be procced. Other than that, you would be using rockets or grenade launchers.
Well, right now, but
in most scenarios.
For 2 years, we were using linear for everything. So who knows?
Yeah, understandable.
Yeah, who knows really? Something.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep going. Another big one. Mementos. 2 things. Not in our inventory anymore, taking up space, and you get to hold 3 of each. Huge. Big.
Huge.
Yes, huge. Anyway, when the final shape launches, you'll be able to consume the mementos that are in your inventory, and they will go into the new space for them. So you don't use them, and you also won't have to go to the craftable thingy to put a memento in your craftable guns anymore. You'll just be able to do it in their gun screen.
Did they just move that section to the tower now already?
Can they just blow up Mars and then like it won't exist anymore? That'd be awesome.
Well, honestly, I feel like it's because it's tied to the Witch Queen campaign. If you don't have Witch Queen, you can't craft weapons. I don't know if you do that. Well, now everything's free, so might as well just fucking move it somewhere else.
Yeah, everything's free. But it's only free until the final shape drops. So,
yeah.
Can't move it. Not yet.
Just give us another space to craft.
All right, two more notes. If you haven't been in Pantheon this week, minus 15 power delta, or plus 15, whatever, 15 power delta.
Minus 15.
Yeah, but I think it's actually called plus 15 because it's referring to the activity and not the Guardian.
Minus 15.
You're
at minus 15 power level.
Yeah, you are. But the activity is plus 15 power level over you.
No, it's minus 15. You're at minus 15 power level.
I'm pretty sure when they talk about it, they say plus 15 power delta.
Nope. Incorrect.
I fucking hate you. Alright, anyway, it's Rulk. Spoiler alert, but if you've seen the new encounter, it's not boring like some of the other new encounters. You have to fight another Rulk during damage phase. And he likes to kick you really fucking hard.
Does he donkey kick you as well?
That's all he does.
That's all he does?
He walks around and kicks people.
Did you get a good look at his feet? What are they like? Are they the same? Better?
I was too busy just trying to kill Rulk. So.
Okay.
You could ask Geico though, because he would. By the end of it, he was the one that was like distracting.
He was the
clone Rulk.
Okay. All right. He was the man on feet. You got ad clear. You got dunkers. You got splitters, and then you got feet man.
Yeah.
He was feet man.
He was feet man. Probably doing something else too. I don't remember.
That would be my superhero name.
Feet man. Jesus Christ. Okay, let's finish this out. Last thing on here that's of any note is the 0 hour mission has launched. It is live. You can get in there and get your new Outbreak Perfected exotic craftable pulse rifle. Go in, have some fun, get murdered by Trevor, have a good day, and
Trevor.
That's really all it is. People are complaining it's too hard, but they're just bad at the game, so ignore them.
It's called Get Good.
No, as far as I know, it's easier than it used to be. So I don't know what people are complaining about.
Have you done it?
I have not done it yet, but the time has been increased on normal than it used to be by like 20 minutes. Like, it's absurd.
I've never done it, so I'm gonna hop into it and just see how it goes. So I'll get back to you.
Good luck with the puzzle.
There's a puzzle?
Yes, you have to walk on certain plates to get through a certain place, or you get insta kill. It's like literally like a path, almost like Fall Guys, you know?
Like in the Seraph Shield?
Is there a thing?
You know,
like
there's a section. There's a section.
Oh yeah, similar. Yeah. Okay. Same idea, but you gotta do 3 in a row, I think. And there's some way to know the pattern, but I can't remember what it was. So.
It seems like that would be the useful part you would try to remember.
Well, now you know what's gonna happen at least. So.
I hear it's mostly traversal. Like it's mostly you.
I don't remember. I know the first part is you're jumping on the outside of the dam and going up the shit, but after that, I don't remember about traversal. I mean, you gotta run away from Trevor like a motherfucker. That's kind of like traversal, but all you're really doing is running. I can't even remember. It's been a long time. Anyway, that's live. They also put some weird fucking shit where they partnered with some comic book group. I don't fucking care about it though. You can go look at it if you want. What is this shit? Yeah, I'm not interested. Fuck, I don't care.
No one's naked, so it's not interesting.
Oh my god, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? No, I'm just kidding.
Who knows? Who knows?
Anything else you want to talk about? I say we rock around, and then I can tell you about Tarkov in the post show.
You know, not really that interested in Tarkov. Plus, I have Clan Night, so.
Oh my god.
You could talk to chat about Tarkov.
But you asked me about it.
I know what's going on in Tarkov. I was just messing with it.
You know they basically fucked over everybody that ever bought the game?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, something about DLC, and then what they're selling is not a DLC. But it is a DLC.
TLDR, back in the day, if you bought the most expensive version, it says you'll get everything forever. And then they brought out a new version that gives you more stuff. And they're like, oh, it's not downloadable content.
Yeah, so it doesn't qualify under
yeah, fuck that guy. Nikita can eat my ass as far as I'm concerned.
Are they sticking to their guns on that, or
as far as I know?
Because I know Helldivers folded quickly with the PSN thing.
Sony's such a bitch.
I think Sony.
I would have just been like, fuck all y'all, suck my ass.
I don't know. I think Sony has their hand on the pulse really good. And I think that's what the difference has been lately with Destiny.
I'm not good. I'm not good with that. That's the thing. I don't bow to like. I have issues with people trying to tell me what to do. I've always my entire life. That's why I do everything on my own. Anyway, if I was Sony and like the Helldivers community did that, I was like, fine. Don't play the game. I don't fucking care. No one cares. Go eat a dick. We make $87 billion a year. I don't need your $18. Get out of my face. That's exactly what I would have tweeted that day. And then we'll have seen what happened.
I don't know.
I'd be like, sign up for PSN, you little bitches.
Yeah, but wasn't the problem that PSN isn't available in a lot of countries where Helldivers...
Yeah, but I mean, they could have easily just been like, okay, if you're one of those countries, you don't need to sign up for PSN. Boom.
Well, what's the point of making everyone else sign up for it? Because you want to show
so they
that
get all those
people
accounts.
Are signing up for PSN?
Obviously. It's because it's so people will buy things on PSN because now they have an account. Yeah, it's all about revenue. Duh.
It's not even about revenue, because you would be like, you would get what, an influx of people from Helldivers signing up for PSN, so you could show that, you know, this quarter this many people signed up for PSN.
I don't think they care about showing, oh, this many people signed up. I think it's always about converting customers in the future. No, that's what people on the internet are saying it is. Don't believe people on the internet. They're dumb.
No, look, listen.
Look, if you have a
it's the
PSN
same
account,
thing
you're
with-
more likely to spend money on a PSN service.
Not if you don't have a fucking a PlayStation. Not if you're on PC.
Yeah, but say you're playing Ghost of Tsushima, for example, which is a new thing that came out. If you
On
want
what?
on PC,
Because
it just came out on Steam. You have to have PSN to play the multiplayer, and they probably have transactions that you can purchase, and they can probably be purchased through your PSN account now instead of Steam if you wanted to.
Which is fine if it was required when you launched the game.
Well, it is
But
now.
once you launch the game,
But listen, it's not okay anymore because that was always announced for Ghost of Tsushima, and people are still review bombing it because for that. So, is it okay?
but I don't think it's that big a game as Helldivers, so is it?
Well, no, but nobody knew Helldivers would
Plus,
be big either.
the same developers from the Helldivers game itself were asking people to review bomb it. No, is that happening?
And guess what happened to that guy?
Yeah, he got fired, which everyone saw that coming. But
What a fucking idiot! Go review bomb the game. Stick it to Sony.
well, he now apparently gave everyone else the ammo they need to whenever they want to hurt a game and really make developers and publishers listen to what people have to say. They now know the avenue that they have to go through.
The problem is that there's it's super rare that a game has that many concurrent players. Super rare. Like not even Destiny has that many concurrent players ever.
Mm-hmm. So then why would you piss off the entire community? Why not just be like, you know what?
No, I disagree. It's like negotiating with terrorists. The second they get what they want, they're just going to ask for more and more and more over and over and over again. It's terrible.
Look,
it's a terrible that they bowed to it. They should have stuck to their guns.
I understand where you're coming from, but Sony's just gonna fuck everyone else through some other avenue. That's my opinion.
It's not
and they're gonna
fucking
do it
anybody
through some
though.
way.
It's like sign up for
They're
an
gonna
account.
they will get what they want through some other avenue, and you could never have an overabundance of goodwill with your community.
Well, it's all good. They've already learned their error. They're just never going to launch a game on Steam again that doesn't have PSN requirements immediately.
Yeah, that's it.
And if the developer says we got to turn this off because the servers are shitting the bed, Sony's just going to say, no, fix it.
Look for another publisher. Yeah.
'Cause that's what happened to Helldivers originally. Was because they had such an overwhelming people hitting the servers in such an overwhelming amounts, they couldn't. The connection wasn't stable. They had to make it not mandatory.
I just think in a world where large companies are sticking to their guns and telling people to fuck off, like Disney, people are realizing it's not a good strategy to piss off the fans of your IP.
You know what? So, I think if they stuck to their guns and they made it mandatory, everybody would have forgot about it and still
signed up anyways.
Still playing Helldivers right now, because they never made it available in those countries again.
Yeah, no, they
just cut off access.
But I think Sony is just looking at all of these companies and going, you know what? At face value, let's just appeal to our fan base and and then we'll figure it out some other way.
I just think they're bitches for it.
I think they're smart. I think
and bitches can be mutually exclusive. It was a smart decision, but they're bitches.
I think it's because of Sony that Destiny has been just so fan friendly or just community friendly for the last couple months. I think the last straw that Sony said that they would have to step in. This is all me thinking from a couple months here. Do you remember that starter pack that had Sleeper Simulant and like a couple of like Ascendant shards that
Oh,
they were
yeah,
selling
yeah, I
for like
remember.
$15. I think that was like the last straw that Sony was like, okay, now you guys are gonna listen to what the fuck we gotta say, and you're gonna do whatever we tell you to do.
You have faith in Sony. I like it.
It just doesn't make any sense because from that point on, it's been a completely different Bungie, and I don't think it's been Bungie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it's been a lot of Sony.
What if it was Sony that told him to sell that pack?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? I don't know.
No.
I don't know what.
I think Sony management has taken over the Bungie management, and they've melded well with like the developers at Bungie, because I think the Bungie management is what the problem was.
Oh, it absolutely
so if you replace that management with people from Sony that know what they're doing, then I think that's.
Well, we'll see.
This is all hypothetical. It's all in my head. This is what makes me feel good at night. So don't take this like as this is what's happening. This is what I think is happening from what I've seen for the last couple of months.
I still think, yeah. Listen, I want to check real quick. A lot of people turned their reviews back. Not everyone though. It's still mixed for recent reviews. See, that's the problem with doing this big, like, the
Recent reviews was
Helldivers.
mostly negative.
Yeah, but now
Yeah,
now it's just mixed, and the overall is back up to mostly positive. But that game used to be overwhelmingly positive, which directly relates to sales. So all these people, just because of a little inconvenience, really hurt the developers, which are people they're supposed to like, because they made an awesome game.
I'm sure most of the negative reviews came from people that weren't even playing the game.
You can't review
So
unless
then
you
the
bought
people-
it, though.
Yeah, but they probably bought it, didn't play it
Okay,
for
alright,
aren't
fine.
the concurrent player base.
Concurrent player base. Yeah,
And
you're
I'm sure
probably
that
right.
I'm sure that they review bombed to join in on the like Helldivers crazed, and then people who actually play the game will overturn or change back their reviews. But I'm sure those people that don't play it don't care. They're not going to change it back.
That's just my problem with review bombs. When you're like, oh, change this thing or we're going to review bomb your game. They change the thing. People leave their negative reviews. It's like, oh. So Sony goes through this huge like thing to appease you, to do what you asked, and you can't even revert your review back to where it's supposed to be.
And this will go back to what you were saying, that you're going to be a bitch and fold. And this goes back to the fact that people who aren't playing the game are the ones that are half of the people that are review bombing the game.
Did you go into
even when you do fold, like,
did you go into their Discord during this?
No, I wasn't that.
It was a fucking disaster for like
To the
48
Helldivers
hours.
Discord?
Yeah. It was so bad. Like, you couldn't talk. There was a 10-minute cooldown on messages, and it didn't stop. It was that many people in 3 different channels, 3 different general channels. And it was all just like hate. Just hate, hate, hate. I've never seen so many people like so mad about something so stupid in my life.
Still call Sony a bitch after that? Like,
yes.
the second I get 1 hour of that, I'm like, bro, call it off. Say it was a mistake. Something got leaked.
They were acting like
make it go
petulant
away.
children. They shouldn't be rewarded for that. They should have, let's get 300,000 people to sign a petition to say no to this. Okay, that's a proper way of doing it. Not this fucking, I'm going to kill your family developers. I'm going to murder you and your children. We're going to review bomb your game. We're going to hurt your profits. And then we're not going to change it back when you listen to us. No, I don't think they should have been rewarded for that. I think gamers are entitled and they're douchebags.
Look,
I'm sorry. I said it.
No, I agree with you. And no, I definitely shouldn't get into this, but I've been in that scenario, but with a country. And I was of the mindset that I don't think they should fold, because if they fold, it'll set a bad precedent from here on out. And people will think that whenever they start complaining and start getting shit, there has to be a change, and that's not how things go. So
Yeah.
you know,
Okay.
I get your point, but for this specific occasion, I don't think it was that bad.
I mean, I guess, but still, I don't think it was that bad what they asked, which is the problem. Like, I think that was my biggest problem with the issue, was that this is not a big deal to anybody, and I don't know. They made such a big, like, they don't make this type of deal when Blizzard tries to sell a $60,000 or a $60 horse armor that costs the price of a whole game in Diablo 4, but they make this big a stink about having a PSN account. Like, that's the difference. That blows my mind. Like, you there's so many terrible things
that the ask was not that great for it to cause this entire reaction.
In comparison to what production companies or whatever they're called do in gaming that is non-consumer friendly, this is the one that people lost their minds over. I think that's what bothers me the most.
I agree. And you know what? Maybe if Sony would have gone about it a different way, maybe if they would have said, if you want to help out the developers in some way, help them earn some, please be sure to sign up for PSN, or if they would have just sold it some other way.
They could have I mean, hindsight at 2020, whatever it's called, like, they could have just given out one of those battle passes or whatever they're calling it as here, this new battle pass, you get it for free if you sign up for PSN.
Yeah. You know, hindsight 2020, of course.
If you don't want PSN, well, you got to pay the $10 or whatever it is. And people would have jumped on that, but gamers love to get free shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was fun. All right, I don't know how we got in that rant, but we should end the podcast so you can get to your clan night.
Yeah. Yep. Got to get there. It's starting to fill up. So.
Yeah. All right. Cool. I forgot what I got to do the outro. First, you got if you play Destiny and you made it to the end of the podcast and you're not in our Discord, you should check us out. shroudedgaming.com/Discord. We play lots of Destiny with lots of people, thousands and thousands of Guardians playing Destiny every day, and it's amazing. So check us out.
He's not lying.
Yeah, most of the time it's amazing. Sometimes we get stupid people that make it unamazing, like Bebo. No, I'm just kidding. He's great.
Yeah.
Don't join Shrouded 7. No, I'm kidding.
Nope. We don't want anyone else in here.
Oh my god, what a disaster. Anyway, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, whatever you happen to do. I'm AGreener, this is Bebo, thank you so much for being here, and we're out.